1 cup of this every day, and by week 2, your digestion changes. By week 4, something happens to your inflammation levels that most people never expect. And by month 2, some people notice a difference in something as unrelated as their blood sugar. I'm talking about ginger tea, one of the cheapest, simplest drinks on earth. In this video, I'm breaking down exactly what happens to your body week by week if you drink it every single day. Some of these effects show up faster than you'd think, and one of them, near the end, honestly surprised me. Ginger has been used for thousands of years in traditional medicine across Asia, the Middle East, and beyond. But it's not just folklore. In the last 2 decades, researchers have studied ginger's active compounds, especially one called gingerol, and found real, measurable effects on the body. So let's go through this like a timeline, starting from the very first cup, all the way to what long-term daily drinkers experience. First 3 days, the immediate effects. The very first thing most people notice has nothing to do with long-term health. It's digestion. Ginger has been shown to speed up gastric emptying, meaning food moves through your stomach faster. This is why, for centuries, it's been the go-to remedy for nausea, bloating, and an upset stomach, and modern research backs this up, including studies on ginger's effectiveness for motion sickness and even pregnancy-related nausea. Within the first few days, many people report feeling less bloated after meals, and a noticeable calming effect on stomach discomfort. There's also an immediate but temporary effect on circulation. Ginger contains compounds that create a mild warming sensation, which is part of why it's traditionally been used in cold climates and cold seasons. But the real changes haven't even started yet. What happens around week 2 is where things get interesting, especially for anyone dealing with joint pain or chronic inflammation. Week 2, inflammation and joint comfort. This is where ginger starts to separate itself from just a nice-tasting tea. Gingerol, the main active compound, has documented anti-inflammatory properties in some studies. Its effects on inflammatory markers have been compared to those of mild anti-inflammatory medications, though far gentler and without the same side effects. For people with mild joint discomfort, especially those over 40, dealing with early signs of wear and tear on their joints, consistent ginger intake over 1 to 2 weeks has been associated with reduced stiffness and discomfort, particularly in the knees. It's not a replacement for medical treatment, but it's a striking example of how a simple, daily habit can influence something as complex as chronic low-grade inflammation. The same inflammation researchers link to aging, joint pain, and long-term disease risk. Now here's the effect almost nobody talks about, and it has nothing to do with your stomach or your joints. It's about your blood sugar. Week 4, blood sugar and metabolism. Several studies have looked at ginger's effect on fasting blood sugar and insulin sensitivity. The results are genuinely interesting in some clinical trials. Participants who consumed ginger daily over a period of weeks showed measurable improvements in fasting blood sugar levels compared to those who didn't. The proposed mechanism is that ginger may improve how effectively your cells respond to insulin, meaning your body handles sugar more efficiently. This matters most for people in their 40s and beyond, when insulin sensitivity naturally starts to decline, making this one of the more meaningful long-term benefits. Even though it's rarely the reason people start drinking ginger tea in the first place, there's also a modest, well-documented effect on metabolism and appetite. Some research suggests ginger can slightly increase feelings of fullness after meals, which is part of why it's often included in weight management routines. It's not a fat-burning miracle, but it's a small, consistent nudge in the right direction. Month 2, the cumulative effects. This is where the daily habit really compounds. By this point, regular drinkers often report more consistent digestion, less bloating, more regularity, reduced frequency of minor joint stiffness, especially noticeable in the mornings, more stable energy levels, likely linked to more stable blood sugar. Some people also report a mild immune-supporting effect. Ginger has antimicrobial properties, studied in relation to reducing the frequency of minor colds, though this area needs more research. There's also emerging interest in ginger's effect on nausea, related to chemotherapy and other medical treatments, where it's been studied as a supportive non-drug option, a sign of how seriously researchers now take this simple route. But before you go make yourself a cup, there's one important thing to know, because more isn't always better here. The important caveat: ginger is generally very safe, but daily habits deserve a little nuance. 1 to 2 cups a day is the range. Most studies use going far beyond that. hasn't shown extra benefit and may cause mild heartburn in sensitive people. If you're on blood thinners, ginger can amplify their effect, worth checking with a doctor first. Pregnant women should stick to moderate amounts and check with their doctor. Despite ginger's traditional use for morning sickness, simple rule: consistency beats quantity. 1 cup a day, every day, tends to outperform 3 cups for 3 days and then stopping. So from digestion to inflammation to blood sugar, one small daily habit touches more of your body than most people realize. If you already drink ginger tea daily, let me know in the comments what changes you've personally noticed. I'm genuinely curious. How many of these match real experiences? And if this helped you understand your body a little better, subscribe. Every week, I break down simple daily habits and what the science actually says about them. See you in the next one.